All right, kindergarten friends, to start this project, you are going to have a white piece of paper that will already have your name on the back. You are going to have a black crayon, and I am going to give you a mirror so you can see yourself. Can you see me, Miss Lumpkin? Hi, guys! So, we are going to have a mirror so you can see yourself. I'm going to give you something to prop your mirror up. Just like this, so you can see yourself while you are drawing, because today we are going to be making self-portraits. And self-portraits mean that you are making a drawing of yourself. Now, today we are going to be making our self-portrait. We have to have a mirror so we can see ourselves, right? So, I'm going to start by making a head shape. I'm going to start making my eyeballs. I have some glasses, so I'm going to make my glasses. I've got my nose. My lips. My hair is down today. It's almost never down. My hair is down today. My hair comes. We're doing this with a crayon today. And I'm going to draw my neck and my shirt. And I have a cool picture on my shirt. If I want to draw that, I can draw that. And my lanyard. All right, guys, once you have decided that you are done with your self-portrait, you are going to hand it to me. Take your time. Do your best job that you can on your self-portrait. We're gonna hang these up out in the hallway, so we want these to look awesome. Then I'm going to set that aside. I'm going to give you another piece of paper with your name on it already. Flip it over, because we always want our name to be on the back. You don't need your mirror anymore. And then you are going to get oil pastels. Oil pastels come in this really cool clear container. You can see that they are all organized by color. I've got my dark purples, my dark blues, my light greens, reds, yellows, light blues, browns, whites, greens, pinks, orange, light orange, peach, right? So what we are going to do, my friends, is we are going to make a firework on this paper. So try to stay away from the browns and the blacks and the whites, because they aren't very bright and happy. So I'm gonna start picking some different colors, and I'm gonna make a firework. So I'm gonna start in the center of my paper. Boop, boop, boop. Okay? And I'm going to start making a firework that comes out from the center and goes all the way to the edges. It's kind of hard to see with the light green. I'll do it with my dark blue. I'm gonna then go pick another color and keep going with my firework and make it go all the way to the edge of the paper. Maybe now I'll do pink. Boop, boop, boop. You can choose a few different colors to make your firework. This part of the project shouldn't take you too long. You can see, I'm gonna put one more right here. You can see my firework fills up my whole paper. Do you see that? It goes from the center all the way out to all of the edges. This is as much as we're going to do on this project today. We're drawing our self-portrait and we're doing our firework. Next time, we'll do our next step for this project. All right, kindergarten friends, today we are doing the second part of our project. We have our firework paper, then we have our table paper and our paper towel, of course. Then we are going to have these big paints that we are going to share with the friends at our table. You can see they're much bigger than the paints that we've used before, but they act pretty similar. We do the same thing with them that we did with our other paints. So we have a water bowl that we're going to share with our table, and we have a paintbrush. So these act a little bit like those watercolors that we used. I'm going to turn it this way. These act a little bit like those watercolors that we used, where if you have one, you need to put a little bit of water in there first. They're kind of like watercolors, and you're going to stir and mix that water around with that paint, because you need to mix them together. Then, there we go, got a pretty good puddle going. Then you can start painting your paper. Now what's super cool is this oil pastel acts as a resist. We learned about resist last time with our tape. Our tape of our letters was a resist, and then we used our crayons, which also act as a resist. So you can see how bright my oil pastels look still coming through my paint? It looks so awesome. Now I'm going to get a new color, and I'm going to wash off my brush. This is a very important step. You have to wash your brush. Test it on your paper towel to make sure that your brush is clean. If you have any paint still in your brush, you can see if there's a little bit of orange still on your paper. You need to go back and wash your brush again and then test it. There we go. Looks clean. Now I'm going to get my next color. I know you guys are having a hard time seeing this. There we go. I'm going to get my next color. I have to start by making a little bit of a puddle. Stir, stir, stir to mix that color up with that paint, or the water up with your paint. Then I'm going to start painting another part of my paper. I don't want you to paint your paper all one color. We want to see how many colors we can use on this. This is going to look so pretty. I'm washing off my paintbrush, testing it on my paper towel. Looks good. Now I know some of the paints look like they have a hole in the middle. That's okay, my friends, they still work. So I'm going to put a little puddle of paint in there, but instead of rubbing my brush right in the center, because right now there's no paint in there, I'm going to kind of rub it where that paint is on the edge. Some of you might not have this problem if there isn't a hole in your paint, but you can see it still works. My red is still showing up. You just have to make sure to mix that paint in with that water, and it will show up. Now I'm going to pick a new color, rinse my brush. I think now I'll do green. I have to make that little puddle. Stir, stir, stir. All right, kindergarten friends, you can see now my paper is all the way filled up. I did not leave any white spaces. There is not one white space left on my paper. Look at how cool it looks with my firework in the center showing through. Looks so awesome. Now kindergarten, in your tray of paints, there is black and white. I know it looks a little dirty, but this is white. I don't want you to use either one of these colors when you are painting today, because we want these to be so bright and happy, just like this. So try to use just these colors. And you can see, guys, look at how many colors I got on here. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 colors. I fit 6 colors on there. I want you to see if you can fit all 6 colors. Do your best and let's see what you can do.